The little girl had only caught a single fish. To her shock, she was dragged underwater by the seabed police and hauled into court. She was even thrown into an octopus prison cell. At the judge's signal, the first victim took the stand. He accused the little girl of fishing away his wife. He even presented evidence to support his claim. The little girl argued that it wasn't even her hook. At that moment, a whale couldn't hold back and began to accuse her as well. He said that just yesterday, while he was sunbathing, humans had captured him and drained all of his whale oil. Then a swordfish claimed he had suffered even more. Just because he looked a bit strange, he had been turned into a specimen and mounted on a wooden board. Wronged and desperate, the little girl rushed toward the judge to explain herself. However, the judge gave her no chance to speak at all. Soon, another victim was called to testify. Mrs. Salmon cried as she spoke. She said she once had a happy, complete family, but humans had turned her husband into canned fish. The story made both the judge and the jury burst into tears. With so many witnesses and so much evidence, it was deemed sufficient. The judge sentenced the little girl to life imprisonment. She was also ordered to undergo electrotherapy in an electric eel chair. Terrified, the little girl managed to tangle the octopus's tentacles together. She escaped from the courtroom in the chaos. Seeing this, the judge immediately dispatched the undersea forces to capture her. The little girl accidentally ran straight into a whale's mouth. Fortunately, she crawled out through the whale's blowhole, but the very next second, the whale slapped her into a giant clam. Thinking quickly, the clever girl tickled the clam with a feather. She successfully escaped from the shell. After just a few steps, she was stopped by a swordfish. The little girl grabbed a wooden plank nearby. She fought back with it, but the plank was quickly sliced to pieces. At the most critical moment, the little girl dodged and narrowly escaped once again. However, when faced with an ambush by several swordfish, she was finally trapped. An octopus placed her onto the electric chair. She was just about to receive the punishment. Suddenly, the little girl jolted awake. At that very moment, she reeled in another fish. Frightened, she immediately released the fish back into the water. Then she dumped all the bait into the sea and snapped her fishing rod in half. After doing all that, the fish in the water surprisingly awarded her a peace medal.